Imagine fighting COVID-19 not with a shot, but with a simple, cheap allergy spray you can buy at the pharmacy. A new study suggests it might cut infections by as much as 67%. Is this the breakthrough we've been waiting for, or just hype? Let's dive in. Researchers at Saarland University in Germany ran a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled Phase 2 trial, scientific gold standard, between 2023 and 2024. They recruited 450 healthy adults. Half used a common antihistamine nasal spray called Azelastine. The other half used a placebo. Participants spritzed their noses 3 times a day for nearly 2 months. The results? Just 2.2% of people using the spray caught COVID, compared with 6.7% on placebo. That translates to a 67% reduction in infections. Even more interesting, those who did get sick tested positive for fewer days and cleared the virus faster. And it wasn't just COVID. The spray group had fewer respiratory infections overall, especially fewer common colds caused by rhinoviruses. That lines up with earlier lab studies suggesting Azelastine has general antiviral effects, not just anti-allergy ones. Exactly how it works in the nasal passages isn't fully clear, but the theory is it interferes with viruses right at the gate, your nose. Now, before you rush to the pharmacy, there are some big caveats. First, the trial was small. Just 20 infections total means the 67% figure could shrink or vanish in a larger trial. Second, the study group was mostly healthy white women aged 20 to 46, all in one German region. That means we don't know if the effect holds for men, older adults, or diverse populations. Third, the research was funded by a pharmaceutical company that sells Azelastine sprays, though not the over-the-counter version available in the US. So why does this trial matter? Because vaccine access in the US is currently restricted. Under new federal guidance, only people over 65 or those at high risk will get shots this season. That leaves millions, including pregnant people, infants, and caregivers of vulnerable patients, without access, even though medical experts recommend they should be protected. In this context, the idea of a cheap, over-the-counter nasal spray as an added layer of defense is incredibly appealing. The good news, Azelastine has been used for decades as an allergy spray. Side effects are usually mild, things like a bitter taste, nosebleeds, or tiredness. Nothing like the risks you'd expect from experimental drugs. So, if future larger studies confirm these results, we may have an affordable, widely accessible tool to help control COVID and other respiratory viruses. Science is cautious by design. A 67% reduction sounds huge, but it needs confirmation. Still, this study reminds us that solutions to global problems don't always come in billion-dollar labs. They can be hiding in plain sight, in the medicine aisle. Would you use a nasal spray every day if it helped protect you and your family? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because knowledge is our best defense.